You know, when I think about it, Ellen and Jim could have been fucking twins. Mean tempers inside good people. At least that's true of Ellen. Jim can defend himself, but boy, how Ellen could break my balls. Why don't you just go take a flying fuck to Pissville, Oklahoma? And there God will sit on his black behind and pay you to listen to your country western albums all day long. Not to mention the goddamn crack in the ceiling leaking plaster into everything I cook. If you like little white chips in your snap beans, fine. I'll go out to the garden and collect ticks all over my legs so we can get lead poison like those people up in Cleveland. She tended to become inaccurate when she became excited, and I told her as much. Hell, you can't get lead poisoning from plaster, only from paint, and oil-based paint at that. Although, I had been painting over that small crack instead of fixing it. Maybe that's what she remembered and was a step ahead of me again. Although that was a month before, and surely it was all plaster. Of course, maybe it was the lead poison that was causing all the troubles. But what was eating in me did not fit the symptoms. For Christ's sake, you are a doctor. And when you work, the best doc I've seen. I mean, what else do you want? My brother, he's a part-time farmer and a full-time miner, and he's happy as Jesus. And old Jesse Rollins up the road, he has been harvesting tobacco with one arm and a half-wit son for the past 10 years. And you don't see him mooning around the backyard with his hands in his pockets, humming sentimental ballads and staring at the trees. No, he works. They work. Only people that don't work are bums and debutantes. That's what puts the frame around life and family. That's that piece that you're missing, you keep moaning about, if you just get to it. Inaccurate again. Old Jesse, he couldn't very well put his hands in his pockets, only having one. And you wouldn't find him putting that one away anywhere. I mean, when you only got one good arm, you want it out there where people can see it, you know? See how handy it is. But there it is, she's right. They work. Against odds, they fight a fight. I mean, it's difficult for Jesse to get that crop in, what with his son drooling all over the place, forgetting what he's doing half the time. And old Bill Tarfield, nice piece of land not too far down the valley. But about 4 years ago, when everybody was having bumpers of tobacco, his didn't grow from nothing. Just dried up. He said something about drainage problems, maybe a outcropping of limestone underneath his land. So he tried grazing cattle. Half his herd died because of a freak fever that went through the county. Well, he sold what was left, took a loan out of the bank using God knows what as collateral, and he bought 8 chicken shacks and a truckload of birds. And then maybe a year later, he bought 5 more shacks. Seems that land was just made for pecking and scratching. Well, see, now Bill's doing just fine. Except his wife left him for a revivalist from Hurtville. See, that's just it. Bill's always had bad luck. Probably always will. That's what he fights. For me, my road was set out in front of me as long as I could remember. See, all I had to do was keep walking, stay married, have kids, and get wealthy. Start to twitch as the palsy closed in, and I got out of that. I left. I went right out of town. I don't care if it was right or wrong or what the result is. Once I felt that one life pressing up against the other, I don't know. Maybe I always just wanted to feel definite, unforgiving, male. I don't know, maybe I always just wanted to be a killer. Hell, I don't even know if I left Ellen just to leave her. I did leave her. I did go out west. 100 years ago, he was a hero. Back when he was needed by some